Hello, everybody. Ted Bear here, also known as Coach Ted from Expressway to Success, here with another episode in the ongoing saga of living fully with ADHD, which can be a challenge, right? Anyway, it's great to be here today. Um, Hope everybody's doing well. I don't know, it's a beautiful day here in Boston. Uh, so, so what am I going to talk about today? Well, I actually just got off the phone with a new client, and uh, she was asking me about uh, how to deal with all the different stuff that she needs to get done. And she actually sent me this long list of tasks and projects and everything that she's working on, and she wanted to know, like, what do I do with all this? How do I get it all done? Well, I'm afraid I've got to tell you that you don't. It's very unlikely that you're going to get it all done, because we always put way too much down on our task list, to-do list, whatever you're going to call them, than we can actually do. So here's what I was telling her about a way to go about some of the important things I think are important for going about handling all the different stuff that we say we have to do, think we have to do, so that we get done the things that are really important and that we don't forget anything. So let me start with the don't forget everything piece. And I've talked about this in previous videos. Probably it's been a while, but it's something that plagues so many of us. I think it's worth talking about again, and probably again in the future. So, number one, write everything down or record everything, because these days we don't write everything, but have something that you have with you all the time, whether it's a notebook or a planner or your phone or your tablet, but some one place that you write down every thought, every idea that you have, so you don't try to remember it, because that doesn't work very well. It doesn't work very well for anybody, let alone those of us with ADHD whose working memories are not always so good. So electronically, some people use color notes, some people use Evernote, but some one place where you record everything. If it's on your phone, something where you can use voice to text, so you can just say, new note, and you record, you dictate it, and it comes out in text. But someplace you're recording everything. A master list. That's number one. And probably of everything, that's the most important thing. Because that way we're not trying to carry everything around in our head, and then we get home and like, well, what was that I thought about? Or, whatever. So writing everything down or recording everything. Okay, so once you have that list, what do you do with it? So I recommend, a lot of people do, keeping a master list of all the things you're working on. Now you can have multiple lists, so you record everything in one place, and then you can have distribute among maybe a list of to-dos for work, personal ones. It's always good to have what they call a someday maybe list, where you take everything that you come up with that you think someday you may want to do, you may not want to do, but you want to keep track of it. You put it on your someday maybe list. You have project lists. If you're working on anything that's more than 2 steps, that's a project. It can be helpful to have a separate list where you outline, detail the specific steps that you need to take to complete that project. So you move everything from your master list into these individual sort of groupings, however you want to group things. And if you want to have one list, that's fine too. I recommend at least have a someday maybe, and anything you take off that you take from the master list, you write somewhere else, you take it off the master list. So thanks, whoever sent me that like, great, thanks so much. By the way, if you're watching live, please say hi. Just write me a note saying you're here. Any comments you have, questions, I'd be happy to answer them. And send me likes, that'd be great. Okay, so you've got your master list or lists. So I recommend doing what we call a weekly review. Once a week, Sunday evening is probably the best time, but that doesn't work for everybody. So once a week, you do a weekly review. Take at least an hour, schedule an hour for that, and you go through all your lists. Hi, Sheila Pearl. I think does that say Sheila? Yeah. Welcome. Glad you're here. Got any questions? Please let me know, or let me know where you're watching from. That'd be great. So once a week you do a weekly review. You review all your lists. You move things that need to be moved. You take things off that. Hi Sheila. Oh, thanks for the heart. That's great. Thank you. So you kind of organize things, then you plan for the week. You look at how you did the previous week, anything that's left over, you need to move into the new week. And one thing you can do is Newburgh. I take it that's Newburgh, New York. I've been there. I think a couple times. I went there for a weekend workshop. That's quite some time ago, in the mid-90s, I think. Anyway, yep, okay. So, anyway, setting intention for the week, planning for the week. Set an intention. How you want the week to go. What specific? I'm in Boston, Sheila. Great town. Have you ever been here? It's a beautiful place. It was actually recently listed as one of the 5 most walkable cities in the U.S. I don't know by whom, but it was nice to see that because it really is a great walkable town. Anyway, so back to the topic. So setting an intention for the week where you say, okay, I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to be focused and clear this week. Or I'm going to have a wonderful week. Some kind of intention. And then take your list of things you want to get done during the week, and you say, I want to get these things done. You're going to Boston on Saturday. That's awesome. That's great. Well, if you want to PM me, and that you're coming, and I can send you, I don't know, my phone number. You want to call me up or visit? I don't know. Be fun. If that's something that you're up for, you can have a cup of coffee. So anyway, where am I? Okay, so look at your week and your list of things you want to get done that week, and you put them each day. You put on your calendar the things you want to do Monday, things you want to get done on Tuesday, things you get done on Thursday. Studying with your spiritual community and having a date with an old boyfriend. That sounds exciting and interesting. And there's got to be a story there. Very cool. Very cool. And what spiritual community are you part of? It'd be fun to know. I'm part of a Jewish community, which I enjoy quite a bit here. So this is fun, but I keep getting off topic. So take all the things you want to get done during the week, and you spread them out over the week, day by day. Say, I want to get this done on Monday, this done on Tuesday, this done on Thursday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so on. And then each day, you say, okay, now it's Monday. These are the things I want to get done. and you schedule them. You put them in your calendar. 9 to 10, I'm going to work on this. 10 to 11, do this, and so on. And retired cantor, that's very nice. Oh, wow. Do you have any recordings? I'd love to hear you sing, hear you chant. So put them in your calendar, what you're going to do each day, that day, schedule it. So now, be careful. Don't try to schedule too much. In fact, I recommend take a look at your list and taking the 3 top things, 3 most important things you need to get done for the day, and only put those in on your list for the day. Because if we put too much on our list and we don't finish everything, then we feel lousy because like, oh my God, I didn't get everything done. If you put the 3 most important things to do on your list and you get those done, it's like, wow, what a great day. I got the things done I really needed to. And then if you have more time, you can look at your longer list and you say, okay, what's the next thing I want to do? And you take one thing and you do that. And if you still have more time, you take the next thing and you do that. But being very careful not to overload. Now, does that mean you get everything done? Well, no. If you do things in order of importance, though, then you're making sure you get the essential things done, and other things either you carry over the next day, or you say, this really isn't all that important, so I'm just going to take it off the list. So it's challenging because there's so many things we want to do in our work life and our personal life. Emails, you got to process email, phone calls. It can get really overwhelming and crazy making. Another idea is to batch things. Set aside 15 or 20 minutes to make phone calls, half an hour to do email. But then and set a timer, and when the time's up, you go on to whatever's next. So I hope that was helpful. I hope my conversation with Sheila wasn't too confusing. Oh, wow. Let's see. Complete your outlines for videotaping online courses. Nice. Take care of your well-being. Excellent. Exercise, nutrition, and meditation.